copy that. I'm entering room 310 right now. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Yeah, so this is your official FBI interrogation. Unfortunately, most of your rights do not hold up in this room now, so you do not have the right to a lawyer. Correct. If you don't mind, before we start, I do have to take some photographs of you, just as documentation. Yep, to protect both you and I, okay? Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Just came back from lunch. Just gonna be taking pictures of you, okay? Yep, can you just lift up your chin? Thank you. Just any markings, if there were any markings to come after, nobody can say, you were attacked in the interrogation room. Can you just put your arms like that? Thank you. I know the handcuffs are a little tight, but it's okay. Nobody can say that you were attacked or, harassed in the interrogation room. Just to protect both you and I, or if I were to come out with any, markings myself, you never know. Just taking photos of your neck, okay? This side as well, and then I'm gonna take photos of the back of your neck. That's okay. I'm just gonna move your hair, and then I'm gonna take photos of your hands and your feet. Okay. Your feet. Can you just kind of put your feet like this so I can see? Yeah, just like that. Thank you. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a full body photo. Perfect. Okay. So let's talk about May 13th, okay? Yes. We're just here to talk. We are just here to talk. It's just the nature of the crime and how long we have been searching for you. You are a number one suspect, so we kind of have to do it in this setting. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it'll be fine, okay? You are being recorded auditorily, and there's a camera here somewhere. Is that a word, auditorily? I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like, there's a voice recording actively happening right now. I don't know where the camera is. It might be on the wall somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just going to ask you some personal questions about yourself. Okay, confirmation questions, if you will, right? Okay. So, can I have your full legal name, please? Thank you. How do you spell that last part? Okay, perfect. And your date of birth? Okay. Can I have your legal address? Okay. And you currently live here, right? Okay. And do you live here alone? Do you have roommates, children, partner? Okay, just asking in case we need to go back to your residence. We know how to approach the situation. Okay. And are you single, divorced, married, widowed? Okay. And do you have any children, any pets, any legal children that you might need to be taking care of right now? Okay. Perfect. And are you currently employed? Okay. Where? Okay. How long have you been working there? Okay. Okay. Now, for this interrogation, I would ask that you are as honest as you can be, okay? The more honest you are, because for most of these questions we do have a way to tell if you are telling the truth or not. There is a lot of evidence being held against you right now, which is why you are a number one suspect. Unfortunately, I cannot share the evidence that we have against you right now. I cannot share that with you, I'm sorry. So I would just ask that you are 100% honest. Yes, okay. So, do you know a woman by the name of Cassandra Floret? No? Okay. Do Do you know anyone by the name of Cassandra at all? Okay. What her description, maybe if I describe her, would it be? So she's 5'2", pretty short, petite woman. She's got ginger hair, green eyes. She's got freckles. She's got, I think she's got like a tattoo right here, right? Something like that, right? Okay. So you recognize this woman, okay? And that's fine. That's okay. It's not admitting to anything right now, right? Maybe you've seen her in the grocery store. Maybe. Right, so then you know who this woman is, correct? Okay. Do you know anything about this woman, where she works, if she has any children or any partners, anything like that, where she lives? No? No to all questions. Okay. Okay. Do you know the town of Pillsbury very well? No? Okay. Not in the slightest. You've never even like drove through there, maybe to go to another town or anything like that? Pillsbury's a really nice town, actually. They've got really nice parks, pools. I think there's like a beach there, right? And like, don't they have like that, what is it called, like the nautical mile or something like that, where you can walk and there's like a bunch of bars and things like that? No? Doesn't ring a bell at all? Okay. That's fine. Can't really do anything about that, right? Okay. What kind of car do you drive? Well, out of all of them, how many? Like, what are the models, the names, the license plates? Okay, let's start with the primary car, the primary car that you drive. Okay. What year is that? And do you know the license plate on that one? Not at all. Not in the slightest. Would it be something like AGP 4176? Okay. And the second car? Is this under your name, or is it somebody else's car that you just drive? Okay. And what year is this one? Okay. And would the license plate be GAL 7216? Okay. Sounds familiar, right? Okay. Whoa. Did you hear that? I don't know what's going on out there. Anyways, probably just gunshot testing. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes they do that, like to see how close, if there was like a, somebody was shot, how close of range it would be to make that impact on the other person. That makes sense, yeah? Okay. Anyways, so I find it a little interesting that you're answering no to all these questions, because there's been a lot of witness testimony saying that you know this woman, and maybe you don't remember, right? Maybe she's like an old high school girlfriend, high school friend, I don't know, right? Maybe she's somebody you might have worked with, you just don't remember, it's been a long time. No? Well, I just think that's strange, because there's photographic evidence of you and this woman in the car together at the time of the crime. Yeah, in your car. Yeah. And I'm not coercing you in any way to admit to any guilt. I just want to know if you know this lady. Because it would answer a lot of questions. There's a lot of loopholes in this time frame, in this crime, and we just want to figure it out. We need to know if you know this woman. It doesn't mean anything, but I need to know. You think you know her? What do you mean you think? That's like me saying I think I know my brother. Like, what do you mean you think? It's either you know them or you don't. It doesn't mean you have to know them entirely. Do you know, have you seen them? Have you seen her before? Have you spoken to her? Are you friends on like Facebook or something? Okay, you might have spoken to her a few times on Facebook. And that's totally normal. Maybe you find her interesting, maybe you find her attractive, maybe she's nice, maybe she's, I don't know, whatever, that doesn't mean anything. But that just doesn't really explain why she was in your car then, on May 13th, if you've only spoken to her a couple times on Facebook. Was it like a meetup? Was it like, I don't know, like what was she doing in your car? Okay. For what? Right. So then you remember that day then, right? Can you just walk me through that day? Everything you remember? I know it's been a few weeks, but can you just walk me through it? Okay. You woke up, obviously. Okay. You went to Denny's for breakfast. Okay. So you guys went to breakfast together. So then you do know this woman. And it's okay to say that. I just wanted to know. Like I said, there's a lot of unanswered questions for this case. So, what is your relationship to her then? Okay, so just like mutuals, right? And that's fine. I have a bunch of mutuals as well on Facebook, Instagram, right? Doesn't mean we're best friends, but maybe I'd pay for their breakfast, they'd pay for my gas, right? Like it's that kind of, right? That kind of relationship. Okay, exactly. Do you have like a special interest in this woman? Do you like her romantically, or is it strictly platonic? Okay. So, I'm only asking because of the nature of the crime. The nature of the crime was a little bit intriguing. I haven't seen anything quite like it, ever. Not even in like television or movies. Nothing. So I just wanted to know. I don't think that, and I'm not saying you committed this crime, I'm just saying the nature of the crime that was committed. It really seems like a fit of passion, right? Like maybe you've been speaking to this woman, right? And maybe she's got a couple other guys on her plate. Who knows? Maybe a couple other women on her plate, right? And you really want to take this woman seriously, and she's just playing around in your face. And I don't know, maybe you just got heated, right? Maybe you just got really angry. You got really upset. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be upset sometimes. It's okay to sometimes get out of hand a little bit. Everybody does it. Sorry, I just came back from lunch. Everybody does it. Nobody likes to admit that we are animals, right? Like we have these animalistic instincts inside of us. We are just, for the most part, better conditioned to retain them and to, just keep it in. Just keep it in. Don't show your feelings. Don't express your anger in this way. Express it in a different way, right? But not everybody has that ability. And that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody's perfect. Maybe you're working on it. Are you seeing a therapist right now or a psychiatrist right now, taking medications? And that's okay. You're taking a step in the right direction. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Mistakes happen. Accidents happen. Sometimes we get too into our feelings and we see the world differently. And we see them with these glasses, right? This obstruction of view. And we can't think clearly, we can't see clearly. All we want to do is just, get our point across, right? And you won't let anybody get in the way of that. Exactly. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm telling you, it happens more often than you think. So just explain to me then what you're feeling in that moment. And this was what, on her cell phone? Was this an in-person conversation? Okay. And so you just got a little bit jealous. You just got a little bit agitated. You just got a little bit angry, right? Maybe a little bit of disappointment, maybe a little bit of sadness. That's okay. It's okay to feel. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with feeling. There's nothing wrong with that at all. No. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's weirder that people don't have these feelings. The people that don't feel things. To be human is to feel. And you're human. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a crime to feel. It's not a crime to be angry. Right? It's not a crime to be angry. So then you think if I were to pull up photographs of you and her together in the car, like you could confirm it was you and her? Okay, I'm just asking. And that's normal. I can't tell you the amount of times where me and my partner argue and fight, and I just wanna, but sometimes you gotta just take better control of your feelings. You gotta internalize them and get them out through communication. Not everything needs to be physical. Now, unfortunately, two young people are in critical condition right now. And I'm not saying, you could have handled it better. You were angry. And it's okay to be angry. But there has to be better ways to handle these things. Yeah. So, what did you do after? Okay. And that's okay. Maybe you were scared. Maybe you were nervous. Maybe you were like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, you just have so much anxiety, right? That's normal. Anxiety in those situations is normal. Are you diagnosed with anxiety? Okay. 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 I think that's good enough for now, right? Would you like a tissue or something? There's some right there, yeah. You can grab it. Can you grab it? I'll grab it for you. There you go. I know you got the handcuffs. Okay. So I think this is pretty good testimony. Are you feeling okay? Okay. So I appreciate your honesty for the most part. I know it was a little hard to get the truth out of you there at first, but we got it eventually, right? And it's okay to feel these things, right? It's okay. So I'm going to step out for a bit. Is there anything that I can get you before I... No? Okay. So I am going to talk with my partner, and we're going to see what the next step is for you, okay? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll be back in a bit.